team number 6 then to talk about, or 7, beg your pardon, 7, 3 more to go. So the 7th being Punjab Kings. I generally think none of those names will be even retained. They're going to be literally keeping 0 people in terms of retentions. I know there's Sam Curran. I know there's Livingston. I know there's Arshdeep Singh, who potentially is the only one I feel can be retained by Punjab Kings. There's Prabhsimran Singh. There is, of course, Shashank Singh, and the other name of Ashutosh Sharma, which comes out. Jitesh is there. Harshal Patel could be a right to match option. So there's good names to consider for Punjab, but I genuinely feel they will start wholesale. Ponting is their coach. What will he do? Akshay, I'll start with you.
So yeah, the names for retentions, of course, I've just mentioned those names as potential options and someone who are, and these are players who are worth those respective, prices. So Sam Curran at 18, Liam Livingston at 14. He was bought for 11.5 in the 22 mega auction. So, that way, and given the kind of potential and value he brings to the side, he is someone who Ricky Ponting also rates highly. And Arshdeep at 11 is a fair shout. Local guy, bowls well, left arm angle and whatnot. But personally, if I were a part of the Punjab management, I would probably just go ahead with 2 uncapped retentions in Prabhsimran Singh and Shashank Singh, and then take it forward from there. I'd more than happily RTM any of the players I can and just sort of wing it. So to say wing it as a not मतलब कि कुछ plan नहीं करेंगे हम लोग सीधा auction में जाके करेंगे. Plan कर लो कि क्या-क्या options है, but as in when each of these names come out, it's game theory, yaar. It's casino, it's poker, we know. So you have to see how these options are coming in and what price are they going at. Liam Livingston, they can have a floor set, they can have a ceiling set. If he goes beyond the ceiling, they can chuck it. If he's below the floor, then buy him outright. If he's in between, then they can RTM him. So they can always have these options open in front of them. And I feel that'll be their best way forward. But yeah.
So if you have to give me one name, okay, I'm putting a gun to your head now, Akshay. Sam Curran, Arshdeep. Who's a better retention?
Sam Curran. For 18 crores, it's Sam Curran.
Okay. And Arshdeep, does he stay there only again? Sentimental value, all of that?
Not just that, he offers actual value more than just sentimental value. He did well at the death. I know he was expensive, but he was actually one of the best death bowlers this season as well. And bhai, India bowler hai, matlab dilayega tumhe you've invested in him. He is your homegrown talent as well. So I'd be very surprised if they let go of Arshdeep altogether. They'll most likely RTM him at the very least. That is, nahi to retain kar denge outright at 11 crores.
Okay, let's go to Anirudh. But before I do go to him, of course, Nick's opinions about Punjab and the Indian core. Generally think of names out loud. Prabhsimran Singh, Jitesh Sharma, Harshal Patel's there. Well, mentioned Arshdeep, Shiki Paji, if he wants to, of course, continue, come back. U-turn.
He's not Ben Stokes. Let's respect.
But next, jokes apart, Punjab, because Ponting wants a captain as well. I know Akshay said Sam Curran has captain last year, so that is an inevitable choice. But do you think they'll go for someone like Steve Smith and then build around them?
I would be disappointed if Ponting goes for Steve Smith and makes him captain of Punjab, to be very, very honest with you. I mean, given that you've already seen Sam do well, there might be a bias from my end because I've always found Sam far better captain for Punjab's usual standards. So to me, if he's thinking of wanting to retain 3, I'd probably go Sam at 18, Arshdeep at 14, and Livingston at 11. I think that gives me a good core to work with, a solid death over option, a power play bowler, a guy who's a floater, and a Livingston who can be my all-rounder, do the Maxwell job for me. So then that is sorted with 2 uncapped retentions. Now, if I don't get Livingston or Sam, I can retain Shashank or Ashutosh. Probably Shashank first, because Ashutosh, there are things that you want to work with him with. And I would also throw in the name of Harpreet Brar. So that, I think, completes a very good set. It can even be 4 of them or 3 of them. And I won't be surprised if they go the Akshay route, that they only retain Shashank and Harpreet, and then everybody back in the auction. And let's try and get them at a lesser price. Because I don't think Arshdeep at 18, it's okay. If you have to spend that much to RTM him, it's fine. But it's a risk that you take with the market. So if I want to retain only one, I'd probably retain Sam, but that's my bias because he gives you a lot more option, but then he has to be used well. And if at all, very open thought, if at all Rohit is coming to Punjab, I would love Rohit and Ricky Ponting pairing as captain and coach. So that is all.
2014, 15, 16, MI.
Yeah, reunion over there. Anirudh, I want to play devil's advocate right now with Punjab, right? Are any of them worth 18 crores, bro? Let's be honest.
just one question, just one thing for me to think. I'm retaining any of Shashank and Harpreet Bra. That's my choice. I would pick Harpreet Bra over Prabh Simran because I
For
think it's
4
harder.
crores,
Yeah, he went for 4 crores even in the previous mega auction,
two
and I think
point
it's hard.
something if I'm not wrong.
No, he went for four. I checked before coming, so he went for four. So he I think it'll be harder for you to buy Harpreet Brar over Prabh Simran, and potentially if you're looking at someone like Rohit, you really need a Prabh Simran as well. I mean, you could get a completely different opening pair as well. Harpreet Brar with left arm spin. See, because of it, Akshar you expect to get retained. Someone like who else, Jadeja is going to get retained. Maybe Krunal is the only option that left arm spinner, Indian left arm spinner
भाई
option. So
लेफ्ट
I'd
आर्म
be
स्पिनर्स
looking.
बहुत सारे हैं यार, बहुत बहुत.
Yeah, I know there's Sai Kishore, there is Manav Suthar, but I'm just saying
इतने सारे
local
हैं,
value.
इतने सारे लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर्स हैं that RCB took Swapnil Singh and introduced him in the worst way possible.
अरे भाई जितना वो जो चाहिए बोल दो. शाहबाज अहमद है, there's Manav Sutar you mentioned, there's Vicky Oswal.
I'm just looking from the perspective. I don't see any of the 9 teams saying Prabh Singh is a starter for me. I don't think any of them would say I need Prabh Singh in my team. So it'd be easy for me to buy him back. Of course, I'm not saying he's going to be cheap. They'll want him as a backup player because he's shown his potential. But I'm saying no one's going to say I want Prabh Singh as my opener. So that's my perspective. And the other thing is the only question I have for Punjab is Arshdeep Singh being the local boy, being the fact that he's been with you for 5 years, is he worth 18? I really like you, Arshdeep. I definitely am going to RTM you, but I am not going to give you 18 right now. If he goes for 18 in the auction, I'm going to RTM him. But right now, I'm not going to RTM him. And I'm not keeping any of the other boys. I mean, RTM is a completely different chat altogether. You've got Livingston, you've got Harshal Patel, you've got Jitesh Sharma, you've got so many options to play with. And that's something Ponting will look at. But I expect a completely new captain, potentially an Indian captain for Punjab next year.
I think it's going to be a little bit of a pretty punt in terms of the auction table of the Punjab, because I generally feel 120 crores to play with in terms of the wholesale historic evidence that they've given us. How many times have Punjab just retained one or two and then built their whole squad around it? They could go
Every
that
time. Every time.
Every
2011
time.
0, 2014 2, 2018 0, 2022 2. No, 24
Correct.
was 3, no 2. Just Mayank and
Only
Arshdeep.
two, Mayank and Arshdeep. Yeah.
Correct. And that's, of course, a sign of their instability. It also is a sign how many times they've changed coach, let alone captain. But I genuinely hope that Punjab at least gets stuck into the tournament, let alone the auction, because they have a few great uncapped players who they can write the match and all of that. But again, with the auction dynamics, so there will be other teams just, again, sorry to say, fucking about with them in terms of their bids. Cricket.